Good morning. Good morning. I am Jimmy, your astute tourist. How's everybody doing today? Appreciate you coming in this morning on this wonderful Thanksgiving Day morning. We got a little coffee here. I got my coffee, and we're glad you guys could join us. Good morning, Terry. It's good to see you. Good morning. Thank you guys for coming in. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. We decided not to do our walk this morning just because it's Thanksgiving and we slept in a little bit. Although Molly woke me up promptly at 6 a.m. because her stomach was, I guess, telling her she was hungry. It was time to get up. So, hey, Dream on Wheels, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining the stream this morning. I hope everybody's having a good start to their Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I appreciate you guys coming in. Welcome to the Astute Studios here. This is where I sit and do a lot of our editing and we get things done. Hey, Cruising Scene, happy Thanksgiving to you, Gary and Sharon. Appreciate you guys coming in. This is one of my rare live streams from home, which we want to do more of, hopefully in the near future. There we go. I got my banner up. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, check us out. I think you'll like us. Please consider doing so. This whole StreamYard and Streamlabs and that is somewhat new to me. But I'm going to perfect it. I've been using or practicing with Streamlabs OBS, which is it's kind of a cool program. I certainly don't have it perfected yet, so we'll continue with the StreamYard until I get that down and I know what I'm doing with it. But I want to welcome everybody in. I hope you got your coffee. Maybe you got the smell of the turkey cooking right now. I know Colleen's downstairs right now baking a apple pie. She's already made 2 other pies and she made homemade bread. We won't be cooking our turkey until tomorrow because I'm going over to my 2 bandmates, husband and wife team. We're going to their house for Thanksgiving dinner today. If you've been watching some of our early morning streams, I've talked about us pulling our kitchen apart. So it's a little hard for us to cook right now, but we're making do. You know, we've eaten dinners out a lot, and we have a small kitchen island, so we have a little bit of room to prepare stuff. Our appliances are in. We have the stove in and the fridge and that's in, but I have no countertops. We got a quartz countertop coming on December 2nd, hopefully. They've put us back. This is the 3rd time now. We've had the kitchen pulled apart since August. So hopefully before Christmas, we'll have a kitchen put together and I can actually cook my Christmas dinner there. But like I said, hopefully you got the smells and the aromas of a turkey dinner going. And if you don't, and you're traveling today for Thanksgiving, I hope you guys are safe in your travels and you have a good meal and a good ride to wherever you're going. So I really appreciate you guys coming in. Molly is at my feet right now. She's got a bone that she's thoroughly enjoying, so she's with me. But she's a little preoccupied right now. Good morning, loves. How are you? Good evening, I should say to you. Over in the Pacific Ocean. I hope you had a good day today, and I hope you're having a good evening. I know that you are probably, I think you're 13 hours ahead of us since we did the change of the clocks here this fall. But I'm glad you guys came in, and I hope everything's well with you. I did see your Instagram post with you with your white dog, a very cute puppy. And I'm glad that we have some dog lovers in our group here. as you know, we have Molly here, and she's our 4-year-old, soon to be 5-year-old after the new year, chocolate Labrador Retriever. Um, we've had her since she was 7 weeks old. We did get her from a breeder. In the past, we have rescued some of our Labradors, but this one we decided to go to a breeder, and that way we could pick out the color and the gender that we wanted. We wanted a female, and Colleen was had her heart set on getting a chocolate one, so that's what we did. So so she's with me. She's here on the floor chewing up a bone that I got her, and she's enjoying that. Like I said, Colleen's downstairs. She's doing some cooking in the kitchen, but we wanted to do a little something different from our normal walk today. It is cold here in the Northeast. It was 33 degrees last I checked. I do have the wood stove going. I hope where you are, at least it's warm indoors where you're at. We are headed towards winter here on this November 25th, Thursday. And I really appreciate everybody coming in. So let's see. I do have my iPad here, and I got the list running that way. I can work from the YouTube side of it too as well, but I am streaming from the StreamYards. Does anybody use anything different besides? Are you okay? She's barking at her bone. Does anybody use anything different besides the YouTube streaming or StreamYard? Let me know in the chat if you use anything different. Like I said, this is something new to me, so I'm trying to get the hang of this as we go. So you have 9 dogs. My goodness. I think I remember you telling me that. Good for you. That's awesome. And it was supposed to be 11. Is that right? That's a lot of dogs to take care of, but awesome. I'm a huge dog person, and anybody that, you usually can tell the character of a person, how they treat dogs. So I know you're a good person for sure, especially having 9 of them. I bet you love each and every one of them. Good morning, Kenny. How are you, my friend? I'm glad to see you in our chat. I hope everything's going well. I did miss you live with Greg on Fit for Expedition last night. I'm going to have to go back and check the replay, but I hope that went well for you. I was preoccupied with my pillow last night right around that time. So I do, like, as you know, I'm not like you, Kenny, where I can only get a couple hours of sleep at a time. I do wake up about 4:45 every morning, and come 9:30 at night, I've pretty much had it for the day. We did have a busy day at work yesterday. If you know, I work for the fire department, and it's been busy. This time of year, it does get busy. There's all kinds of different myriad, I guess, of calls. A lot of medical calls. We do run our own ambulance. And we do have 3 nursing homes in the town that I work in. So we do a lot of transfers of some of the senior folks that live in town. And we were busy with that. And we had somebody sheared off a valve on a underground propane tank. So that definitely required some assistance. And so we were busy yesterday, so I was a little tired last night. Okay, yeah, they always fight. I bet. Hopefully it's not too bad of fighting, but it's more of them playing, I hope. But Kenny, thank you for doing that, liking and sharing out the live stream. We appreciate that. And if anybody else wants to share it out, please do so. We appreciate you all coming in. And Looks like we got 7 in the chat today, which is good. And I'm here in the warmth of my home. Yesterday we did a quick stream. It was 23 degrees out at 6:20 a.m. yesterday, and I forgot to bring my gloves with me after we went out, and it was cold. So we ended the stream pretty quick. I think we did maybe 20 minutes. We did do a walk, but it was quicker than normal, and I had to get in. It was definitely cold. Some people thought after the fact that I was going to quit doing the walks, but we're not. Rest assured, pretty much every weekday at 6:20 Eastern Standard Time, you'll find Molly and I, and sometimes you'll have Colleen with us. She'll join us in our morning streams as well. It's something that I do to try to get exercise, and we try to do this before we go to work in the morning. I leave at 7 a.m., so we try to do a 40 or 50-minute stream prior to me leaving and heading out to work. So, it's good to see you all. I'm glad that you all came into our stream today. Anybody have any good plans for Thanksgiving today? Let me know what you're doing. Are you home? Or are you going to be traveling? Yeah, Love said she was absent yesterday. She came in right after I think we ended the stream. Is that right? I think that's how it went with you. Thank you, Terry. We appreciate that as well. Hopefully, I want to add stuff into the stream, like we in OBS. I know there's ways that you can add in different elements and things that you can put up, shorten certain videos. And I know I just worked on the intro. I don't know if anybody saw the intro or not. I'll play it again in a minute, but I just did a quick new intro for our new video that we put out on distilling traditional American whiskey. I don't know if anybody's seen that video, but if you're interested in distilling and you like whiskey, after the stream here, head on over to our channel and view that. I did an interview with the owner of Steadfast Spirits and Distilling Company here in Concord, New Hampshire. A husband and wife couple that run this distillery all on their own. They're the only employees that they have, and they do a fantastic job. And I like whiskey myself, and they do a really good job. It's a clear whiskey, so that's the traditional part of American whiskey. It's distilled and then it's bottled right away, so it doesn't have that amber color that we're used to seeing, like with the Crown Royals and the Maker's Mark and the bourbons and the whiskeys that we're used to seeing. Because traditionally here in America, before they started aging whiskey, they would distill it, maybe double or triple distill it, and then they would bottle it. So that was what gives its clear color. Some people call it moonshine, but it is whiskey. It's a corn liquor made with corn and rye and malt sugar in it. It's very good. But if you're interested in that, head over to our channel and check that video out. I did get contacted by the owner this week. When he goes to bottle the whiskey that he's aging, he's had some of the whiskey aging for over 18 months now. He wants us to come and do a video of them opening the casks and actually bottling the aged whiskey and sampling it. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun. Hi, Mrs. M. How are you? I'm glad you came in. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, and you and yours. And I appreciate you coming by. So you did watch the video. Thank you very much. It was my first interview and my first video of using 2 different camera angles. So I'm sort of consider myself an amateur videographer or videographer. I'm certainly need room for improvement, but I'm fascinated with the medium, and I want to try to make more videos like that. So let's see, cruising scene. You guys are home cooking, which is great. Let's see, where is it here? I got it. Oh, there we go. So you're home cooking, which is good. Gotta love cooking at home. There's nothing like it, actually. And Terry, you're home and debating on cooking something, but the oven is way too small for a turkey or ham. Maybe you can get a Cornish game hen or something like that. Oh, you did see the intro? Thank you. Yeah, it's short. It's about 10 seconds long. Like I said, we'll play it again in a little while, but it was something I worked on, a little bit different than the montage of little video clips that we've done and in the past with some of our videos. So like I said, I'm trying to work on new ways to introduce our channel and new things to offer everybody so our channel doesn't get stale. Kenny says he's staying home but traveling tomorrow. That's right. You have the meetup coming up. Fantastic. I'm definitely envious of you guys. I don't want to say jealous, but I'm envious because I wish I could get the time and make a meetup. But I know in 2022, there's several meetups coming, and I'd like to make it out to some of those. I think there's one, and Kenny, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's one, I think, in Michigan. And then I know later in the year, there's one out in Oregon. I think it's M22 and is it O22? Is that right, Kenny? Kenny knows better than me. He definitely will let you know. If you guys in the chat, if you haven't met each other yet and you want to check each other out, please do. And Kenny, if you want, you can drop somebody's links if you'd like in the chat. That way people can check each other out if you're not friends at all yet. So please do that. One of the things that I'd like to do is make sure that we support each other. We support and we help each other out. We're all in this together in this YouTube family, and let's just make sure that we're good to one another. And if you go to somebody's channel and you do watch a video, watch the whole video if you would. Don't speed through it at 2x speed. Watch it at normal speed. Give it a like and give it a legitimate comment. That's the right way to do it. And if you like their channel, go ahead and you can subscribe to them and hook up to them as well. Let's see, I'm getting a little behind. So it looks like Mrs. M, you had your feast yesterday, which is good. I have a little apple cider here too, which is they squeeze it here fresh locally. We have a lot of apple orchards here in New Hampshire. So I'm lucky that we have that. I did get Kenny's address yesterday, and because he is our expert food review and taster, I'm going to get him a care package together with some of the flavors of New England, and I'll send it down to him, and hopefully he can do a couple reviews on that. Mrs. M is saying that they do smell. I can smell the food cooking downstairs. They do sell small turkey breasts or legs and that you could cook, and I think that's some advice out for Terry, I think. So Terry says she's thought about stuffing a small chicken like your mom used to do for your dad, which is good. There's ways to do it. As long as you spend time with loved ones. I mean, the food is kind of secondary, I would think. I mean, today is all about, giving thanks for what we have and our health and, wherever you're at, as long as you're comfortable and you have a roof over your head, and be thankful for the things that we have. I know I am every day, and in my normal uh, my morning streams, we talk about those things. Be thankful for our freedom and freedom of choice, and freedom to be able to do these streams, and cook what you want and go where you want, and loves lasagna. You know what? That's one of my favorite dishes of all time is lasagna. My mom used to make a really good one, and I kind of expand on her recipe. I put a lot of I'd use hamburger and sausage, sweet sausage in it, which comes out very good. Um, I'm a huge fan of lasagna, and now you're hungry. You're craving that lasagna. You certainly can come over for dinner if you'd like. Um, and Kenny's sharing out Terry's her link, so that's great. Thank you, Kenny, for doing that. If you guys haven't been over to Terry's channel, please do so. She has a great channel. She's a very wise woman, and she's there to help all of us out through our day. So I definitely consider going and seeing her. And then Terry is sending out the cruising scenes link. Check those guys out too. I know that one thing that Colleen and I have done, I've done 2 cruises with her, 2 Carnival cruises. Colleen's been on several. Maybe next fall, I'd like to consider taking a Royal Caribbean cruise, which would be kind of neat. I know Colleen went on a Royal Carib, and she really liked it. So that's one of the cruises I'd like to try, and maybe we'll do another video for that. We have a couple on there. We went to the Bahamas, and I've been to Mexico. I'm a history fan, and we went to some Mayan ruins. We went to Tulum and visited those ruins, and we also went to Chichen Itza, which is just fantastic. If you like ancient history and you like old ruins, those are some things that you should probably look into doing if you haven't done yet. And we did both of those on cruise excursions on Carnival. Some people like Carnival, some people don't. I mean, I don't know any different because they're the only 2 I've been on, but I definitely want to do a Royal Caribbean next, and maybe some others out there, a Norwegian possibly, and who knows? I don't know. So if you guys like cruising, let me know if there's any cool places you've been to. So talking about that, you're going on the Adventures of the Seas in January, and that's a Royal Caribbean ship, if I'm not mistaken, right? I forget which one Colleen went on, but she really likes that cruise line. Again, not that she didn't like Carnival, but I think when comparing the 2, I think she liked Royal Caribbean a little bit better. I think it's the crowd maybe and the atmosphere. There was nothing wrong with Carnival. They're nice and friendly. The food's very good. So that's Royal Caribbean. And I know my friends at J&N Travels, they just came back from a cruise, and I believe that was a Royal Carib as well. They took 2 weeks and they went, and they're recently retiring, and they're heading to Florida for 3 months. So I think they're leaving sometime at the end of December, and those guys will be down in Florida, and I'm sure they'll be hitting up Disney and some of the other sites down there. They live up here with us in New Hampshire. They're about maybe an hour and 45 minutes away from me. But they're another couple, and they have a great channel, J&N Travels. John and Nancy, good people, and they do a lot of stuff, and I know they've done a lot of cruising. So when you go in January, enjoy that, and I know we'll probably see some videos of that, and a lot of fun. Oh, thank you, Terry. You loved our Mayan temples. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Again, for me, the history of it is what I like. I'm very intrigued with how ancient people can build those types of things without the technology that we have today. Like cranes and bulldozers and lifting devices and stuff like that. I'm just very, very intrigued by that. Someday, I do want to travel the world. I'd like to go to Egypt and maybe go to. There's a place in Cambodia called Angkor Wat. And if anybody knows anything about ancient history and those ancient structures, there is it's a city called Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and it encompasses the same space as the city of London. It's very large, and it was built over 1,000 years ago. So that stuff intrigues me. Very beautiful architecture. So, having this travel channel, it's not just us going to the White Mountains here in New Hampshire. I do want to focus on some of that ancient stuff as well. Yeah, so cruising is something we want to do soon. And let's see, Mrs. M's never been on a cruise ship. A bass boat, yes. A rowboat, yes. No ship. I'll tell you, there's nothing like being on something that large out on the ocean. My first time, it was kind of surreal at first. We were a boating family when the kids were small. We owned several, 19 and 20-foot boats. A lot of boating on the lakes here in New Hampshire, a lot of fun, but it's not the same for sure. I mean, when you're on a ship, that's a whole nother animal. And there's all those decks, and there's all kinds of restaurants and casinos and fun things to do. It's totally different. It's a lot of fun. I didn't really have the desire to take a cruise. Colleen had been on cruises. She goes with her sisters. And then I said, okay, what the heck? I'll just go. I was laid up from work and I had nothing better to do. So we went on a cruise, and I enjoyed it. So they created a monster out of me for cruising. Since some of that stuff that happened last year in the world, we haven't done much traveling around, but we're probably going to do it in 22. So enjoy a sip of my coffee. That's another thing about me, is I love coffee. I drink a lot of it throughout the day, maybe not too much, but I'm reading some of the chat, trying to catch up. Mrs. M says she gets the heebie-jeebies thinking about the Titanic. Yeah, I don't think you need to worry about that. If you know the history of the Titanic, it wasn't built very well, believe it or not, even though it was supposed to be, the unsinkable Titanic, the biggest cruise ship of the time. Not made very well, and not enough lifeboats and that kind of stuff. So they kind of, there were politics involved with that. But I don't think you need to worry about that. Kenny is going on his first group cruise in October of 22. You're going, so for your 28th birthday. Fantastic. Which cruise line are you going on, Kenny? Do you know? I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm with you. I can drink coffee 24/7. It does cut into my sleeping time. So on a weekday when I'm at work, I'll have probably my last cup of coffee somewhere between 3 and 5 p.m. And then I try to stay away from it just so I can wind down and then be able to sleep. Yeah, coffee is one of the things I run on. It's definitely my fuel. And like I said, during the week, I probably, like I said, till right from the time I get up until about 5 o'clock, between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. It's Maybe not good for me, but it's okay. I don't have many vices, so coffee's okay to be one of them. I think it's better than Red Bull for sure. I have some friends that, man, they drink Red Bull all day long. I don't know how they can do that. It's that stuff. Speaking of heebie-jeebies, Mrs. M, that Red Bull gets me crawling out of my skin. I don't like it. But coffee, on the other hand, that's definitely my jam. You and your ex-husband went to the Bahamas on Carnival. Yeah, you did tell me about that. Royal Caribbean cruise to Alaska would be awesome. Calling sister Kathy and her husband, they did the whole cruise and excursions in Alaska. They have told us about it and said they had a great time. Kenny, he's a 24/7, 365 coffee guy himself. Absolutely. I like just plain old coffee flavored coffee, though. I don't put cream or sugar in it. I drink it black. I don't like pumpkin coffee or cinnamon toast crunch coffee, none of that stuff. I just enjoy a good hot cup of black coffee. And I'm not surprised that Kenny loves coffee. The guy barely sleeps. So you're going on Carnival, the Carnival Horizon, right on. And you're going to have a great time. I know you will. It's a lot of fun. And if you do any excursions off the ship, those are fun as well. And they have all kinds of stuff you can do. It doesn't have to be, going to some sort of ancient history thing. You can visit some restaurants or just visit some local stuff. If you're going to the Bahamas or to the Western Caribbean and you go over towards Mexico and that way, Belize and stuff. There's all kinds of different stuff you can do. So you did go to Alaska on Ruby Princess. How did you like that? Did you like Alaska? Was it fun? I think it would be great. I don't know about in the winter, but I would definitely like to visit Alaska sometime. I think it would be fun when it's warm. If anybody knows me, I'm not a fan of the cold. I've often said that my ancestors settled in the wrong part of the country for sure. As a little kid, it wasn't bad. We get a lot of snow here in New Hampshire, and it gets cold. Right now, it's like I said earlier, it's cold, but no snow yet. But I'd rather just wear a pair of shorts and a t-shirt instead of having to bundle up with, hoods and winter hats and, mittens and gloves and that. It's not my thing. So, you went to see the glaciers. Oh, you want to? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to go fishing up there. I am a fisherman. I like to fish in the streams and the rivers. The ocean's okay, but I'd rather get out there and do some wading down some streams and brooks and catch some trout and some salmon. That would be a lot of fun. Alaska was a wonderful cruise, a great whale watch. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I would like to do that someday. I think it is something that we'll have on our bucket list. I got a lot on my bucket list. As I've said in some of our earlier ones, we have an RV and we want to use that. So you're originally from Connecticut. What part of Connecticut were you from? And you're in Texas now, so I'm sure you don't miss the cold. You're probably in a warm part of Texas, I guess, because don't they get snow in Texas? Isn't it cold there in some parts of it? The northwest side of Texas. That's one state I haven't been to yet. But like I said, we have the RV that we bought, and Colleen and I want to cruise the country in that thing. I think next year we're going to maybe plan one of our 2-week whirlwind trips somewhere. Okay, you're from Hartford. Yeah, Hartford's about from here, maybe it's under 2 hours, I think, for us to get to Hartford. Maybe an hour and 45 minutes for where I live. I'm in the southern part of New Hampshire. I'm not far from the Mass. Yeah. Here, let me fix that for you. Hartford. Yeah, we're not far from the Massachusetts border where I live. I'm probably maybe 15 minutes from the Massachusetts border. I'm about a half an hour north of Boston, which is a cool city. If you've never been to Boston, it's definitely one of the birthplaces of the country for sure. It's the city where the revolution was sparked. I know I've talked about this. Terry and I talked about this in one of my earlier streams. There's a tavern there called the Green Dragon, and that is definitely where the idea of the revolution was born, right there in Boston. So me being a history buff and growing up in this part of the country, that's one of the pluses of living here. It's certainly not the weather. Although, look, the spring, summer, early fall is nice here. I'm not far from the ocean. We're probably about a half an hour, 40 minutes from the coastline, and I can make it to Maine in less than an hour, and then Vermont too. We have Vermont nearby, and then if you want to go to Montreal, it's only about 3.5 hours, 4 hours north of where we are. So it's a cool part of the country. The states are a lot smaller than as you get out towards the west and the south. I think you can go from where I live right to the northern tip of New Hampshire in under 3 hours. So it's a small state, and you can probably go across it. The widest point is where I live at the southern part, and you could probably travel from the Maine border to Vermont in under 2 hours. It's a small state, but you're getting ready for bed. Yeah, I know it's nighttime where you're at. I do appreciate you coming in, though. You're a good supporter, and I appreciate you. And let us know before you go to bed so I can say goodbye. Yeah, the Northeast is nice. It's nice here. I'm sure there's parts of Connecticut and New England that you may miss. The cold not being one of them for sure. Like I said, it's 33 degrees out here right now, and it's cold. Like I said, we got the wood stove going. It definitely helps with the oil bill for sure. Mrs. M left you a comment on your salad dressing video. Yeah, that was a good one. I see you met up with some friends. You guys were at the Golden Corral, right? And doing a food review there on the salad and the salad dressing. That was a good, very good video, Kenny. Kenny does a lot of good food reviews. I enjoy them, and he rarely tries food that he doesn't like, which is good. That way, he's giving out positive reviews on really good food. Mrs. M says that she's from Southeast Indiana and now lives in Southeast Alabama. Indiana's nice too. We've been through there. Colleen and I have traveled through there a couple times. Alabama is one place I have not been to yet. This year coming, whenever we plan to do our trip, we usually have taken the northern route. I think route Interstate 80 through Buffalo and then out towards Indiana and Ohio, Indiana, Iowa that way. But I think this year, I think we're going to head south and head down towards the Carolinas and then across Tennessee and that way. So we'll probably make it into Alabama and make our way maybe through Texas and then come up from Texas into New Mexico and make our way north that way. I don't know if we'll make it to California. I would like to. I don't know how much time we're going to be able to. I know there is a meetup in Oregon and we'd like to try to make that one. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Time is very precious, and I have to be careful with how much time I take from work, and I know the Colleen does as well. So we could probably get away with a 14-day trip, but we'll see. We'll see how far we can make it. The last two trips we took, we didn't have the RV. We had a Toyota Camry, and I know I can go a lot faster in that than in the RV. And we'll be towing our Jeep behind the RV as well. So we won't be able to travel as quick as we thought, but or not as we thought, but as we did in the past. But it'll be an experience. It's something I need to plan and get used to doing. So we'll see how far we can get. I do have family in Colorado, and the last two trips we've taken, we went into South Dakota and Wyoming, and then headed south down into Colorado, which we met up with my family and spent some time out in Moab in Utah, and went to some of the spots out there. Some beautiful states, the Rocky Mountains I was talking about the other day. Rocky Mountains are pretty awesome. We have some tall mountains here in New Hampshire, but the tallest one is Mount Washington. It's just over 6,300 feet high. In Colorado, the Rockies are 14,000 plus feet high. So those are some tall mountains for sure. Clearly no Mount Everest, but those are some pretty tall mountains. You definitely can feel a difference in oxygen the higher you get there. So yeah. Oh, you have an 04 Camry. Yeah. What did we have? I don't know what we had. A 2012 maybe, and Colleen had a couple of them. They're really good cars. We really liked them a lot. But she got the Jeep. We bought a Wrangler, and the reason we got that was specifically to tow behind the RV. That'll be our tow vehicle. So that's what she drives now. She has a 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK Unlimited, I think is what it is. And it's a nice vehicle. It's a lot of fun. We have a couple videos in it with us driving around. I know the Mother's Day video we made, we were driving in that. And then there's one where Nick and I drive out to the coast, out to the beach, and we have a bunch of seafood. We ate some oysters and some fried clams and that kind of thing. We did a kind of a restaurant review and food review there. So that's us driving around in the Wrangler. Okay, Terry, you'll be right back. But yeah, so I got a lot of dreams and a lot of hopes of traveling. I think after Christmas, I definitely have to go down to Florida. Both my elderly parents live down there, and they're at mid 80s, so I definitely need to go down and see them. But we'll probably do it after Christmas, just because of the whole travel rush, and I know the prices of some of the airfare will come down after the new year, so we'll probably head down there in January. And usually when I go to Florida, I like to plan a trip a day or two at Disney, so that's something we'll probably do. I'm a big Disney fan. We went down, the last time was in 18, I think, 2018. I think it was December of 2018. We spent Christmas at Disney, and that was a lot of fun to see it all decked out with its Christmas decorations, and it's different. So for you Disney lovers, if you haven't been down there for the holidays, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure after today, I don't know. I think they've already started decorating for the holidays for Christmas and that down there. I could be wrong, but I think right after Halloween they start doing their Christmas stuff. If anybody knows, let me know in the chat, because I'm clearly not an expert on these things. Um, but I'm a big kid. I love Disney World. I like it a lot. First time was in 1977. We took our first family trip on an airplane, and we went to Disney World. There was no Epcot, no Animal Kingdom. There was none of those other parks when we went. But it was the Magic Kingdom at the time. And I went there with my grandparents who lived in Florida then. And that was a lot of fun. And then in 1987 was when I got married. So 10 years later, Colleen and I actually honeymooned in Disney. That's how much we liked it. We spent our honeymoon there. And then she could tell you better, but it was probably 3 or 4 years later, maybe 91-ish. We went down with my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law and my 2 little kids and Colleen. And we went down there we spent a week down there. And then just recently, like I said, in 2018, we went. Not that recent, I guess, but seems like yesterday to me. And that was before we had our YouTube channel. I had made a couple little videos, and if you go through our video library, it's one of the first ones I put out. It was just some rogue video clips that I had, and I tried to make somewhat of a story out of it, of us going to the Animal Kingdom and the Magic Kingdom and that. But after that is when I decided to do a YouTube channel. I got into that story a little while ago, but I had gotten hurt at work and I was laid up and couldn't do much. So I had all these video clips that, like the Disney ones I talked about and some others. And I just got an editing program, just some free app to edit videos. So I started doing that. And my son, Nick, actually said, "Yeah, you should put those on YouTube." So I did. We started the Astute Tourist, and here we are. That was, I think, in 2019 was when we started it, or 2019. And here we are. We've got over 100 uploads now, and we're over 1,000 subscribers. And I never thought it would grow like this big, but we appreciate everybody and all your support and all your help. And I just, I can't say enough about the YouTube community, especially all of you guys that are in the chat. And we have other friends as well that come into our streams, and that we through the messenger, we communicate with each other. And honestly, you've all have definitely helped us with our channel and given us tips and tricks and ideas and things that will help us improve. And I do appreciate that. I really do. Like I say, without you guys supporting us, I mean, it wouldn't be that much fun. And we take criticism, whether it's, good criticism or bad criticism. I'd like to know how we're doing and how we can improve. And like I was saying earlier, improving my video skills, editing skills. Recently using the 2 different camera angles, which is new for me, and was something I tried, and I think I was pretty successful at it. It worked out pretty well. That's in the whiskey video. Let me throw up that intro if you guys hadn't seen that yet. So here's the new intro that I did. It's like 9 seconds long, so check this out. So there it is. That was something I made recently, which I had no idea how to do, but I slowly learned how to do that. And the intro that I had on some of our videos was kind of long. When I say long, maybe 20 or 30 seconds long. And people were saying it was just too long. Um, but so that one just kind of like, hey, here we are. We're the Astute Tourist, a little music, some moving graphics, and here we are. Thanks, Kenny. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to do more. I like to play around with the graphics and stuff like that. So I'll continue on, continue working on stuff like that. And I use Adobe Premiere Pro as my video editor. I don't know if any of you guys use that one or if you're familiar with it, but it's involved. But I like a challenge, and you can manipulate the text like that, just kind of coming in and then fading out. And I did that in Premiere Pro, and that was just a simple animation for graphics. So this stuff I want to do even more and incorporate it more into our videos as we go. I'm learning, but I got a long ways to go. And when I semi-retire, being a videographer is something that I want to do in order to create a revenue stream. Maybe do some TV commercials. I know that Marshall with Melonomadic Adventures, he is a filmmaker, and I'm very envious of that. And maybe when I meet up with him, I can talk to him about possibly getting my foot in the door somehow, or some of the things that I can do in order to get more involved in filmmaking, because it's something that I enjoy. Being a musician, I wrote and recorded a lot of music, and it's sort of the same type of thing where you're taking pieces of in the music, you're taking parts of music or adding parts and subtracting and editing those. And it's very similar using video, absolutely taking video clips and splicing them in a way that tells a story, and then using the graphics and those kind of things in order to to pull it all together. So, and I've watched some of the stuff that Marshall does. He's really good at it. So I definitely want to pick his brain and see what I can use, or what maybe he can watch some stuff. I did do, we have a channel trailer, I guess. If you haven't seen it, it's an Indiana Jones style type trailer, and that's the closest thing I've made to making a movie. And I'm pretty proud of it. I know it's not the greatest thing, but it took me over a year to make it. I didn't work on it every day. I didn't work on it every day, but over the course of about 12 months, it took me to make it part-time. So, so what kind of guitar do I play again? Your husband also used to be in a band. So you can't see them, but over here would be, let's see, your left and my right. I have 14 guitars. Right now, the one that I have two that I perform with, they're two acoustic guitars. One is a Taylor, and the other one is a D'Angelico. But I have several electric guitars. I have a Fender Stratocaster. I have a Gibson Les Paul. I have three or four bass guitars. I used to be a bass player. That's what I started out in my career doing as a musician. Was well, I started as a guitar player, but I found out really early that I could get more work as a musician as a bass player, because everybody and their brother and sister wanted to be a guitar player. So I could easily join bands as a bass player because there wasn't as many. And I was very successful as a bass player. I've toured the country playing in bands and opening for famous acts, and that from New England to Florida to Las Vegas and everywhere in between. So I've had a very successful music career. But later on, when I was maybe 45 or so, pushing 50, I decided that I wanted to just go back and focus on playing guitar like I originally started to do. So I bought the acoustic, the Taylor, and started learning some songs, and I kind of went out solo for a little bit. And then I met some other players, and we formed a band, just a 3-piece acoustic band, no drums or anything. So it was bass and 2 guitars, and we were called the Three Old Guys. We were all over 50 and had gray hair, so we were the old guys. And we played up right until the whole pandemic stuff came, and now I'm in a band called Whiskey Business, which I play with a husband and wife team, Michelle and Scott. Scott plays guitar and Michelle sings. We all 3 of us sing, but we feature Michelle. We have the female vocal, and she sings fantastic. She's just a really, really good vocalist. And we've been playing together probably since last spring. We've done a few professional gigs. Last Saturday we did perform locally, and we packed the place. They were turning people away at the door because they were at capacity. So that was a surprise for us, and everybody stayed till the end of the show, and they actually wanted an encore. We were supposed to finish at 10, and they kept us playing till 10:30 because they just apparently they liked the music and they wanted us to keep going. So we did, and those are the folks where we're going to have Thanksgiving dinner with. We're going to their house today. You have numerous guitars on the wall too. Yep. Oh, thank you. So besides doing the videography stuff, when we semi-retire, our plan is to take the RV and go on the road and kind of live on the road for a while. And what I'd like to do is stay in campsites or towns where I can get a job as, just a solo guitar player and go in and play for 2 or 3 hours of music and make some money that way. And that's part of the plan. I'll be a troubadour, I guess, traveling musician or whatever. But I know a lot of the RV parks and the campgrounds, they have entertainment in the summertime. So that's something that I may schedule. We may move around based on that schedule where I can get some gigs doing that. I think that would be a lot of fun. But in the during the day and that, I think my regular job, I want to do video editing and make, like I said, commercials or, videos for businesses, training videos for businesses. So I don't know, say somebody needs a training video for an OSHA thing or something. Who knows? Maybe I can make a video for them that they can have for their employees to watch and learn that way and meet the OSHA codes and that stuff. It's just one idea. There's so much we can do. I have a drone as well, and I know that a lot of real estate companies use their drone. They use photographers using a drone to get material with. So that may be something I look into as well. There's a lot to explore in this whole medium of video and still photography. It's a lot of fun for me. It really is. And yeah, good stuff. Like I said, we probably will continue to do some bigger and better stuff. I know when I go up to the whiskey distillery in a couple weeks to do the unveiling of their aged whiskey, I want to improve on that video as compared to the one I just did. So I'll review the one I did, and then I'll take notes and continue to try to improve on it. Should be a lot of fun, though. I always pick things I'm interested in. I like to like, I like whiskey. I like the process of actually making it. I mean, I like drinking it, but the process of making beer and making whiskey fascinates me as well, and distilling. So I think that's important when you find things that you like to do or you're interested in, and then make the videos based on that stuff. I mean, we like to travel, so that's what we do. And I like my dog, so I walk with Molly just about every day. And she bailed on me. She had her bone, but she's gone. She took off on me. So Colleen's cooking some. I can really smell the pies cooking now. So I'm sure she went downstairs to join Colleen and maybe hopefully get some pie scraps or something from her. But who knows? We'll see. Hey, Going Green Mom, good morning. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. We've been doing our live stream today from the Astute Studios here, and decided instead of going for a walk in the 33-degree weather, we would stay in on this Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you, and thank you for coming in. Please feel free to say hi to the folks in the chat. And if you haven't been over to anybody's channel, take a screenshot of their handles and visit them later. And if I still have the moderators in there, maybe you can drop her link, and you guys can check each other out and help each other out. Good morning, James. How are you? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you dropping by, and you're just waking up. Yeah, we went later today. Like I said, I had, clearly because it's a holiday, I had the day off, and Molly actually let us sleep in till 6 a.m. So I wouldn't have been able to make our 20 after 6 walk start, and it's cold outside. So I had a couple things I had to do. We lit the fire, and Colleen's been cooking, getting ready for our Thanksgiving day. And so I decided that we'd, do a 10 o'clock. That way we could probably catch more of you guys seeing it was the day off, having the day off, and that people would probably be getting a later start today. So that's the whole thing behind us starting and doing it from home. But I'm glad you came in. We're just having a cup of coffee and chatting. Let's see. Oh, we've been at this for an hour now. It's incredible how quickly the time goes by doing these streams. I mean, when I go out and we do our walks, I don't get tired of walking. I can just keep walking. And then the next thing you know, it's like 40 or 50 minutes we've been out walking, and I need to stop because I have to go to work. But we could keep going, but we're probably going to have to end the stream here in another 10 minutes or so, just because we're supposed to be meeting our friends at noontime today, Eastern Standard Time. But that way we can get over to their house, and I think we're having hors d'oeuvres at noontime, and then dinner is going to be around 1 o'clock. So you're still in the hospital. Okay. Well, I hope everything went well with the surgery, and I hope you're going to feel better and heal up quick. I hope you get out on Saturday. It's no fun being in the hospital, that's for sure. And I'm thankful that you came in, even though you're doing it from your hospital room. I hope you're okay, my friend. Yeah, there you go, Going Green Mom. Yep, healing energy, and that's one of the things we talk about in our morning streams is positivity, positive energy. Healing energy is definitely one of those positive vibes for sure. As I say, PMA, which is positive mental attitude, that saves the day. There's nothing like having positive thoughts and spreading positive energy, because I've learned, I certainly didn't make this up, but I learned that if you project out positivity, you're going to draw in positive energy back to you. Used to think that was a hokey stuff, but it really works, you know. Kind of like the Force, I guess, in Star Wars, in a way. It's a real thing. The positive energy, that is. I know Star Wars is that's a story, but it's positivity is a real thing. So we're going to send out some healing thoughts and vibes out to James. That way you can heal quick. And like Going Green Mom said, we'll do some gentle hugs. That way we don't squeeze too hard. But we're sending out positive thoughts to you, and I hope you get better soon. Loves, you're still with us. Haven't gone to bed yet. That's good. It must be getting late there. Let's see. What is it? Oh yeah, it's late over there now. I think is it morning there now for you? Sure, it's still dark there, but we're just getting ready for our day. It's what time is it? It is 11:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming to you live from New England at the Astute Studios here in the south central part of New Hampshire, the great Northeast, as they call it, birthplace of America. You're just listening? Yeah, no, we appreciate it. I'm glad you are. You're a good friend and a good supporter, and I'm glad that you're still with us. And I wouldn't take it personal if you have to go to sleep either. So, but we appreciate you being here. For sure, we appreciate it. I appreciate you all coming in. I want to do more of these live streams here from home. We will continue to do our walks when I work on the weekdays that I'm working. Molly and I and Colleen will do our morning walks. Weather permitting, of course. If we're having a blizzard, which will start to get coming up in the next several weeks, I'm sure we'll have some really inclement weather. But the snow doesn't matter, just as long as it's the wind and snow isn't blowing. We'll be out walking for sure, and doing it. Doesn't matter really how cold it is, as long as I have the right equipment. Yesterday it was very cold and I had no gloves, and I'm holding a dog leash in one hand and my phone in the other, and there's no way for my hands to get warm. So I had forgotten my gloves, so I needed to cut the stream early. Yeah, are you you stay up late, or do you work at night, or are you like Kenny? You're just a night owl and stay up all night? I know that for me, I think I was saying that I go to work so early. We get up so early that by 8 o'clock at night, I'm starting to do the nod thing. My eyes are getting heavy, and it's time for me to go to bed. I got a little puppy down here. She's let's see if I can get her to come up here. Here, come here. Let's see if you can see Molly. Here she is. There's Molly. She gets jealous, I think. She's wondering why I'm sitting here for over an hour and not playing with her. She's a good friend. My best buddy. This one follows me everywhere, even into the men's room. She'll push the door open and try to get at me. Got to be around us all the time, which I'm not complaining. It's not a bad thing. Okay, you have some health issues that messes up your sleep cycle. I get it. I get that. I uh, I had an injury a couple years ago, and that certainly messed up my whole sleep schedule. Um, I wasn't sleeping well at all, and getting a couple hours of sleep a day, and that sucks. And all crazy weird hours. So I definitely understand that, and I hope your health issues. I hope they get better soon. Um, so it's 50 there in Texas. Lucky, yeah, yeah. Um, they said it was going to get warm today. I don't know what they mean by warm. Maybe in the 40s. I hope so. I hope it gets warm soon. But uh, it's winter or almost. I mean, it's officially winter December 21st, but really the temperatures would indicate it's winter now. Um, yeah, Molly, thank you. Molly says hi back. She's laying now at my feet. Um, she's definitely my partner in crime. If I could bring her to work with me, I would. I'd bring her everywhere I go. She's a good pup. We do a lot of stuff together, and when we travel in the RV, Molly gets to travel with us. She's a good girl. We're actually thinking about getting her a friend. So I don't know if we're going to rescue a mixed breed or we'll get another lab. I'd like to get another lab. I'm very partial of the Labrador retrievers, but I'd like to get another one, and that'll give her somebody to have with her when we go to work, because she does spend about 8 or 9 hours here by herself. I'm one of those dog owners or pet owners that I turn on the TV and let it run while she's here when we're away. Does anybody else do that for your pet? Or am I just the crazy one? Oh, you're welcome. No, thank you. That's fine. We I appreciate that. We us us ladies and gentlemen in the service, it's just what we like to do. We're all about helping others, and we it's what we do. You have to be a little crazy to do what I do. We have a saying that when there's a building on fire, all the sane people are running away from it, and all the insane people are running into it. But it's just what we do. But thank you. Happy to do it. My career is on the downside. It's slowly coming to its end. It's certainly a young person's job. It's a very physically taxing and mentally taxing as well job. We deal with things that most people never dream about dealing with. It's usually some sort of human tragedy that we have to mitigate, and it takes a lot, especially the physical part on your body. I've had 2 injuries as a result of this job. I've had surgery because of both, and my body just is starting to fail on me. Joints, shoulders, and knees. It takes a big toll on. So I've had one shoulder rebuilt and one knee rebuilt as a result of the job. One of the reasons why I'm in an administrative and command role now. I just can't physically go into the buildings the way that I used to. But it's a great job. I'm happy to do it and proud to do it. I've gotten tons better since things shut down and I had time to research, and I'm just not good at falling asleep when I should. You've been sleeping 9 to 10 hours. Well, I mean, I think that's the hours is good. It's good to get enough sleep, but being on a schedule is important too. But yeah, we're gonna send out some positive thoughts. Let's think about our Going Green mom and send her some positivity as well. Her and James both. And I want you to get better real soon. And hopefully you'll start getting on a sleep schedule that will be conducive for your lifestyle. Yep, positive thoughts and virtual hugs to you as well. Um, yeah, panic attacks. I know all about them. I do. I actually suffer from post-traumatic stress as a result of the job, and that's a scary thing. I've learned how to manage it now with the help of professionals. Like I said, we deal with things that most people don't even think about they have to deal with. And, when someone's having their worst day of all, usually someone from the fire department or the police department's there. And we're the ones in the Cape that have to save the day. And sometimes it's not easy leaving those things back at work. Sometimes you bring them home, and they can be a tough thing. But we don't want to talk about that today because we're all about being positive. And I certainly have learned how to deal with some of that negative stuff, and that's why I promote positive mental attitude every day. I get up in the morning, and I'm happy to be waking up, and I know that each day is going to be good, no matter what happens throughout the day. I try not to let anything that we would consider maybe being a bad day or anything really affect me. It's still, you have to deal with these things, but I don't let them try to control my day. I want to control that. So I've learned, like I said, with the help of professionals, that to what's the word? Not conjure my positive energy, but to capture that positive energy and then to spread it out. Because again, I think, the more positive energy that you can project, you're definitely going to draw that positive energy back to you. I think negativity draws negativity and positivity draws positivity. So I would rather project the positive energy and vibes, and it honestly works. It sounds hokey. I didn't believe it. Thank God for my wife. She's the one that really taught me about projecting that positive energy and how it does draw positivity back. And let it be known, my wife was right again. She's a smart lady, and like I said in the beginning, I thought that was kind of a hokey thing and just something that people said that, so you wouldn't be having a bad day, but it works. It really, really, really does work. So if you're having a bad day, I would think trying to think of positive thoughts and projecting positive energies out, give it a try. Meditation helps too. And if you don't know how to do it, you don't need to go to classes. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there that'll teach you how to do meditation. And they're very short. You can look at, a 5-minute video and somebody will teach you how to do it. And that helps as well. One of the things that I do for my PST or PTS rather is I meditate, and it helps. It really does. Again, that was something I thought was hokey. Yeah. Isn't that something that the yogis do in India and that? But it really does work. So that's something that you need to try if you need to. Yeah, me too. She is a beautiful soul. She's a smart lady, and I really am. I'm lucky to have her. We've been together a long time. We are, this past summer, we celebrated our 40th year together. Not married, but 40 years together. I met my soulmate early in life, and I'm very lucky. The powers to be brought us together early in both our lives, and we're still here. We're still kicking and going strong, and we help each other out. Yes, self-hypnosis videos overnight to help with various things and affirmation videos. Yeah, Colleen does affirmation in the mornings. She listens to affirmation audio recordings and then works them. She does them on the drive to work. And I do them, sometimes throughout the day, which that really works as well. There's something about the human mind. I mean, it's a very powerful thing. And when you can use these affirmations and this positivity and stuff, it, it, it your brain uses it, and it really works. Again, I was a skeptic, and a guy like me, I was brought up, men don't cry and don't show your feelings and that kind of stuff. And this meditation and all these positive affirmations and that I always thought was just a load of bunk, but it really, really, really works. So that's why I promote PMA every day. PMA, positive mental attitude. PMA saves the day. That's my motto. It really does. And I want to make sure that I project all of that to all of you as well. It's not what our channel's about, but, having to deal with, some mental health and that in my life. And I have some friends here that we all definitely have to deal with some of that stuff. It's always good to share. It's not just sharing tips on how to make a video or travel tips. I think it's sharing some tips and advice to help you through your day as well. It's important. And that's why I think one of the reasons why I really like our YouTube family is quite a community we have of friends here. I think it's no accident that we've been brought together. Thank you, Cruising Scene. I appreciate you guys in, and I think that's probably a good point for me to say we need to get going because it's I've been at it for an hour and 22 minutes. It is 11:22 Eastern Standard Time, and I need to get ready to go meet friends for Thanksgiving. But I appreciate you all coming in. This has been a great video stream, great live stream. You guys are all fantastic, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for dropping by and spending a little bit of your day with us. I want to thank all my moderators, Kenny and Terry. Thank you so much, and loves. If you haven't gone to sleep yet, please have a good night. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you guys. So with that said, my name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and we'll see you all later. Happy Thanksgiving.